Dear beloved friends, thank you for returning to this familiar space where we share simple yet valuable lessons about health after the age of 60. I believe that each of us wishes for one more healthy day, a morning free of exhaustion, and an afternoon without the constant aching pains that seem to linger more often with time. And today, I would like to share with you the story of a tiny seed that holds unexpected strength. Have you ever wondered why, despite eating well and taking all kinds of supplements, your health still doesn't seem to improve as much as you'd hoped? Or perhaps there are moments when you wish there was a simpler, more natural, and gentler solution than relying on medications. The answer may lie in nature itself, specifically in a seed known as Moringa, also called the drumstick seed. This seed has been used in traditional medicine for hundreds of years, but only recently have modern scientific studies from Harvard University, the National Institutes of Health in the United States, and other respected institutions confirmed what ancient wisdom has long believed to be true. Moringa can truly support many aspects of human health. So, what makes the Moringa seed so special? In today's video, we will explore together the 10 incredible benefits of this seed. These are things you may have never heard from a doctor before, and I sincerely hope that by the end, you will not only understand Moringa better, but also feel like you've gained a quiet companion on your journey toward living a healthier, more peaceful life each day. 1. Balancing blood sugar. Many people after the age of 60 begin to notice that they crave sweets more often, but just a small amount can leave them feeling tired, sluggish, or even dizzy with a racing heartbeat. These may seem like minor symptoms at first, but they are actually signs that the body is falling into a state of blood sugar imbalance. And sadly, many older adults live with this every day without even realizing it. They simply feel their bodies growing weaker and their energy fading, without knowing the true cause. Moringa seeds, though small in size and mild in fragrance, have the natural ability to regulate blood sugar levels in a gentle and sustainable way. These seeds contain precious compounds such as isothiocyanates and chlorogenic acid. These two active ingredients work quietly but effectively. They help the body's cells become more sensitive to insulin, making it easier for glucose to move from the blood into the cells, where it is turned into energy. Thanks to this, sugar does not build up in the bloodstream, helping to reduce the risk of post-meal blood sugar spikes, which is one of the silent causes of type 2 diabetes in older adults. A study published in 2019 in the International Journal of Molecular Sciences showed that people who regularly used moringa leaf extract for 3 months experienced a reduction in fasting blood sugar levels by nearly 30%. Even more impressive, this effect was comparable to some common diabetes medications, but without the unpleasant side effects such as nausea, diarrhea, or fatigue. If you are looking for a gentle and safe way to support your blood sugar, try starting with half a teaspoon of moringa seed powder each morning. You can add it to a smoothie or sprinkle it on yogurt about 15 to 20 minutes before a meal, with regular and reasonable use. Many people have reported feeling more alert, experiencing fewer episodes of low blood sugar, and having fewer cravings for sweets. Sometimes, we do not need a prescription to regain control of our health. Simply listening to our bodies and returning to what nature has gifted us, like the moringa seed, can be enough to feel a difference with each passing day. 2. Soothing inflammation and relieving aches. Do you still remember the last time you stood up from a chair without feeling that dull ache in your knees? Or those mornings when you woke up with a stiff back, a neck as hard as stone, and every step you took felt heavy, as if your body was struggling against itself? Arthritis, degeneration, and chronic pain have become far too familiar for many people after the age of 60. So familiar, in fact, that we sometimes forget there were days when we used to live without pain. Fortunately, nature always seems to leave a path back. Inside the moringa seed are very special biological compounds, often described as nature's gift to older adults who live with chronic inflammation. Substances like isothiocyanates, quercetin, and certain bioactive peptides in the seed act not only as natural anti-inflammatories, but also help regulate the immune system. They work to prevent repeated flare-ups that cause damage to bone and cartilage tissues. A study published in the Journal of Inflammation found that moringa seed extract could reduce inflammatory markers such as TNF-alpha and IL-6 by as much as 34% in human cells. This means that this tiny seed may offer effects similar to some non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. but without the harm these medications can cause to the stomach or liver. What is even more interesting is that the effects of moringa are not limited to a single pathway. It acts on multiple inflammation-related processes in the body, helping to ease muscle soreness, joint stiffness, and even digestive inflammation. That is why many people, after using moringa seeds for a while, report feeling lighter, with more flexible joints, and are able to return to familiar activities like afternoon walks, tending to the garden, or simply resting without being disturbed by persistent pain. If you want to experience this change, try using half a teaspoon of ground moringa seed along with a healthy source of fat like olive oil or avocado. The fat will help your body absorb the oil-soluble anti-inflammatory compounds in the seed more effectively. Many people have shared that after just 2 to 3 weeks, they were able to move more freely and live more fully each day. 3. Naturally boosting energy. One of the most discouraging things for many older adults is not the sharp pain that they can name, but rather the quiet, constant fatigue that follows them throughout the day. You may sleep enough, eat all your meals, and avoid overexerting yourself, yet still feel tired, drained, and low on energy, as if something inside you is slowly fading away and you cannot explain why. Some people turn to coffee, others take energy supplements, but the effects are often short-lived. After a brief boost, everything returns to the same sluggish feeling. What few people realize is that true energy does not come from stimulants. It comes from the body's ability to create energy at the cellular level. And this is exactly where the moringa seed proves its power. Inside each tiny seed lies a treasure trove of nutrients that support the mitochondria, the part of the cell that produces energy for the whole body. With a rich supply of B vitamins, iron, and unique plant compounds, moringa seeds help enhance the production of ATP, the energy currency that every cell depends on. A study published in the Journal of Functional Foods in 2022 showed that athletes who used moringa seed extract for 21 days improved their endurance, recovered more quickly, and significantly reduced markers of oxidative stress caused by exercise. For older adults, this means you may feel less short of breath when climbing stairs, less exhausted after doing housework or grocery shopping, and most importantly, mentally sharper and more alert throughout the day. One special benefit is that the iron in moringa is more easily absorbed than in many other plant sources. Thanks to its natural combination with vitamin C and supportive enzymes, this is especially important for older adults, since even mild iron deficiency can lead to long-term fatigue that often goes unnoticed. If you would like to start your mornings feeling more refreshed, try adding half a teaspoon of moringa seed powder to your morning smoothie, or drink it with warm water before your main activity of the day. After just about a week, you may begin to notice a difference. The heaviness and sluggishness give way to a gentle and lasting source of energy, not as harsh as coffee, but steady enough to help you move through your day with more ease and confidence. 4. Protecting the liver and supporting detoxification. The liver, though it never speaks, is the organ that works the hardest behind the scenes to protect us every single day. Every pill we take, every breath of polluted air, even processed foods and preservatives in what we eat, all must pass through the liver for processing. Because of this, the liver becomes easily fatigued and overloaded, especially for those over the age of 60, when its natural filtering and regenerative abilities are no longer as strong as in younger years. Many people only realize that something is wrong with their liver when they experience prolonged fatigue, dull skin, yellowing eyes, or when test results show elevated liver enzymes. But you can absolutely prevent these issues earlier and more gently by adding one small thing to your daily routine: moringa seeds. Moringa seeds contain the precursors of glutathione, which is the body's most powerful antioxidant. It is often described as the guardian soldier of liver cells. In addition, special enzymes in the seed activate the liver's natural detoxification pathways. These enzymes help neutralize and eliminate toxins more effectively, thereby reducing the burden on the body. A study published in the Journal of Hepatology in 2020 showed that moringa seed extract not only protects liver cells from oxidative damage, but also significantly increases natural glutathione levels. Very few natural foods are capable of achieving this. For those struggling with fatty liver, moringa seeds can also help reduce fat accumulation in the liver and improve liver enzyme readings in a noticeable way. If you want to support your liver's detox function each morning, Try mixing 1/4 teaspoon of moringa seed powder with a glass of warm water and a few drops of fresh lemon juice. Drink it on an empty stomach before breakfast. This practice can help stimulate bile production, aid digestion, and purify the body from within. By maintaining this habit regularly, you may begin to notice brighter skin, a lighter spirit, and a clean, refreshed feeling that is difficult to describe and can only be truly understood by those who have experienced it. 5. Improving digestion and easing gut discomfort. No one understands the feeling of bloating, heaviness, or long-lasting constipation better than older adults. These are not just problems of the digestive tract. They affect your mood, the enjoyment of every meal, and even the quality of your sleep each night. There are days when just one episode of bloating can make you lose your appetite, and nights when intestinal cramping keeps you tossing and turning, unable to rest. But few people know that just one small change in your daily habit can make a big difference for a stomach that has grown tired over the years. Moringa seeds are one of the richest natural sources of dietary fiber, offering both soluble and insoluble fiber. These fibers help improve bowel movement, nourish good gut bacteria, and support smoother, more regular digestive function. Unlike packaged probiotics, moringa provides a slow but lasting balance. It does not disturb the gut microbiome. Instead, it helps restore harmony from within. A study published in the Journal of Gastroenterology reported that people with irritable bowel syndrome who used moringa seed powder for 4 weeks experienced a 64% reduction in bloating and a 47% reduction in abdominal pain. These are not instant results, but they are lasting improvements thanks to the seed's gentle ability to soothe and heal the damaged lining of the intestines. Additionally, the isothiocyanates in moringa have a mild antispasmodic effect. They help calm stomach cramps, regulate bowel movements, and improve overall digestive function. Many people have shared that after a few days of regular use, they began to feel a soothing comfort in their stomachs. They noticed less bloating, better digestion, and more regular bowel movements. The method is very simple. Just soak about half a teaspoon of moringa seeds in water overnight. The next morning, drink both the water and the seeds on an empty stomach. By doing this each day, you may begin to feel as if your stomach is being gently comforted. It is like a quiet whisper from nature saying, "Everything will be all right." 6. Balancing hormones for both men and women. There is a truth that many people come to realize after middle age. At some point, they begin to feel that they are no longer themselves. For women, it may be hot flashes, restless nights, and sudden mood swings, where even the smallest thing can bring on unexpected sadness. For men, it often shows up as fatigue, lack of motivation, and a gradual loss of interest in the very things they once loved. All of these changes, at their root, are often caused by hormonal imbalance. Hormones are the silent language that governs nearly every vital function in the body. What makes moringa seeds truly special is their natural ability to regulate hormones without forcing the body, and without disturbing its biological rhythm. These seeds are rich in zinc, magnesium, and vitamin E, which are essential nutrients for hormone production and for maintaining the sensitivity of hormone receptors throughout the body. But what sets moringa apart is its adaptability. Whether hormone levels are too low or too high, moringa helps bring them back to balance. It works with the body's own systems to restore a natural state of harmony. A study published in 2023 in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology showed that women who used moringa seed powder for 3 months experienced significant improvements in their menstrual cycles, with reduced breast tenderness, irritability, sleep disturbances, and constant fatigue. These are common symptoms during perimenopause. For men, moringa has also been shown to support testosterone production and improve key indicators of reproductive health, including energy and stamina. Using moringa is simple, though it requires consistency. Just half a teaspoon of finely ground moringa seed daily, combined with a small spoon of coconut oil or olive oil to help absorb its fat-soluble nutrients, is enough. After about 1 month, many people begin to feel a kind of inner adjustment. Their mood becomes steadier, their sleep becomes deeper, and day by day, a quiet strength seems to return. At this age, finding balance within the body is not about becoming young again. It is about living fully and feeling peace within one's own soul. 7. Strengthening immunity and natural antibacterial protection. There are times of the year when just hearing someone sneeze or cough lightly makes us feel uneasy. Persistent colds, lingering sore throats, or even that unclear feeling of fatigue may all be signs that our immune system is gradually weakening. For older adults, the immune system becomes like a protective coat that has thinned over time, but that does not mean we cannot strengthen it again in a gentle, natural, and effective way. Surprisingly, moringa seeds contain a precious source of nutrients that help the body strengthen its immune defenses from within. Inside each tiny seed is a special protein called MOCBP, along with isothiocyanates, which can weaken and break down the cell membranes of harmful bacteria, viruses, and fungi. What is truly remarkable is that moringa does not harm the beneficial bacteria in the gut, something that many antibiotics today are unable to avoid. A study published in the Journal of Antimicrobial Chemotherapy showed that moringa seed extract could destroy multiple strains of harmful bacteria, including drug-resistant types like Staphylococcus aureus, MRSA. This opens up a promising new path for using moringa as a supportive remedy during periods of illness, flu season, or simply as protection when the weather changes. One tip that many people enjoy is to mix 1/4 teaspoon of moringa seed powder with 1 teaspoon of raw honey and take it in the morning. This combination not only creates a pleasant taste but also enhances the antibacterial effect and soothes the throat beautifully. With daily use, many have reported feeling stronger, less likely to catch colds, and when they do fall ill, they recover more quickly. When the immune system is nourished with wholesome food, the body quietly learns how to adjust and protect itself in a calm yet steady way. And sometimes, even the tiniest seed can become the silent guardian of your health. 8. Supporting cholesterol reduction and heart health. After the age of 60, many people live with a constant concern called high cholesterol. They gradually become familiar with terms like LDL, HDL, triglycerides, and arterial plaque, words that once felt distant but now come up during every routine health check. And then come the prescriptions. Another pill each day. Yet the heart still often feels uneasy. Blood pressure continues to rise and fall, and the sense of uncertainty does not go away. What few people realize is that beyond medication, nature has quietly prepared gentler remedies for us. One of them is the moringa seed. Small in size but rich in power, moringa seeds contain plant compounds that help regulate blood lipids and protect blood vessels in a comprehensive way. One of the most important of these is beta-sitosterol. It has a structure similar to bad cholesterol, allowing it to compete for absorption in the intestines. This helps reduce the actual amount of cholesterol entering the bloodstream. A study published in the journal Lipids in Health and Disease showed that people who used 4 grams of moringa seed powder daily for 3 months experienced a noticeable drop in LDL, the so-called bad cholesterol, and a rise in HDL, the good cholesterol. But the benefits do not stop there. Compounds in moringa seeds also help reduce inflammation in blood vessel walls and prevent the oxidation of cholesterol, which is one of the main causes of plaque buildup and strokes. A simple way to enhance this effect is to mix moringa seed powder with 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil and a few drops of fresh lemon juice. You can drizzle this mixture over your salad or steamed vegetables like a light dressing. Not only is it delicious, but it also helps your body absorb the heart-friendly nutrients more effectively. By nourishing your heart each day with small acts like this, you may begin to feel lighter in your body, more stable in your blood pressure, and most importantly, you will know that you are actively caring for your most faithful companion, your heart, with love and understanding. 9. Supporting weight management and metabolism. There is a truth that makes many people feel discouraged after the age of 60. Weight no longer seems easy to manage as it once was. You may eat less but still gain weight. You may exercise but your waistline does not shrink. Clothes feel tighter while your body feels more tired. The reality is that after a certain age, the body's metabolism slows down, hormone levels shift, muscle mass decreases, and visceral fat tends to build up more easily. This is not just a matter of appearance, it is directly linked to heart health, blood pressure, and diabetes. What is interesting is that moringa seeds are able to support these very core issues in weight control. With their high fiber content and unique plant compounds, these seeds not only create a natural feeling of fullness, but also help regulate blood sugar and insulin levels, 2 factors that often become imbalanced during unintentional weight gain. When insulin levels are stable, the body stores less fat and becomes more efficient at converting food into energy. A study published in the Journal of Obesity found that people who consistently used moringa seed extract experienced a significant reduction in visceral fat and notable improvements in metabolic indicators compared to those who did not use it. One of the key compounds in moringa, chlorogenic acid, also helps slow the absorption of glucose, reduce fat buildup, and speed up the breakdown of excess fat. An effective way to use moringa for this purpose is to drink half a teaspoon of moringa seed powder with a full glass of water about 15 to 20 minutes before a meal. This not only helps reduce your appetite, but also lowers post-meal blood sugar spikes, which contributes to long-term fat reduction. There is no need for extreme dieting or exhausting workout routines. You simply need to consistently nourish your body with the right things. And once your body is supported in the right way, it will begin to adjust naturally. Your weight will gradually stabilize, your figure will feel lighter, and most importantly, you will begin to feel more at ease in your own skin. 10. Nourishing the skin and fighting aging from within. Perhaps each of us has, at one time, stood in front of the mirror and sighed at the sight of fine lines near the eyes, skin that has become dry and dull over time, or a face that seems to have lost its former glow. Many people blame age or time, and then quietly accept that they can no longer become beautiful again. But that is not entirely true, because the skin, like the body, still has the ability to heal itself if it is nourished properly from within. Moringa seeds are one of the most unexpected gifts when it comes to skincare. Inside each small seed is a high amount of vitamin A, zinc, and a special compound called zeatin. Zeatin has the ability to stimulate collagen production and regenerate skin cells. Thanks to this, the skin is improved from deep within, becoming firmer, softer, and more radiant over time, not just masked by a layer of cream from the outside. A dermatological study in 2020 showed that when moringa seed oil was applied topically and the seed powder was taken orally each day, users saw a noticeable reduction in wrinkles and an improvement in skin moisture after 8 weeks. What sets moringa apart from other plant extracts is the combination of powerful anti-inflammatory agents with cytokinins, a group of compounds that help skin cells rejuvenate and slow the aging process. In addition, using moringa seeds can also help reduce acne, redness, and pigmentation by supporting hormonal balance and liver detoxification, 2 factors closely tied to skin health. Many people have shared that after a period of use, they no longer needed to wear makeup because their face looked brighter, more even-toned, and carried a natural glow from within. You can apply moringa seed oil to your face each night after cleansing, and take half a teaspoon of ground moringa seed each morning to care for your skin from the inside out. And then one morning, as you look into the mirror, you may find that your eyes no longer sigh, because you will see a healthier, brighter, and more graceful version of yourself reflected back at you. Perhaps after walking with me through the 10 remarkable benefits of moringa seeds, you may be feeling a little surprised, a little curious, and maybe even a little touched. How could something so small and simple, like the seed of a tree, reach into so many hidden corners of human health, but in truth? This is the quiet miracle that nature has always offered us, if we are patient enough to listen and open our hearts to receive it. Moringa is not an instant miracle, and it is certainly not a replacement for everything else. It is simply a small companion, patiently walking beside you, helping your body recover slowly from within. Each benefit, from balancing blood sugar, reducing inflammation, boosting energy, beautifying the skin, to supporting digestion, heart health, and hormonal balance, happens quietly, day by day, like an underground stream nourishing a dry and tired field. I know that after 60, many people begin to carry a sense of worry about their health, about aging, and about the limits that become clearer with each step and each breath. But I also believe that aging does not have to mean giving up or becoming weak. It can be the most beautiful and fulfilling chapter of life, if we take care of ourselves with gentle and meaningful choices. And perhaps one of those choices can begin with something as small as the moringa seed. Of course, the most important thing is consistency and listening to your body. Start with a small amount. Choose clean, organic seeds. Do not exceed the recommended amount. especially if you are pregnant or taking special medications. And above all, allow yourself the experience without rushing, without expecting too much. Just open your heart and let this little seed quietly do its work. One day, you may look back and smile, knowing that you did something good for your own body. And that good thing did not come from medicine or hospitals. It came from a gentle, simple choice, just like you.